Hello, children. Children, normally when do we dream? Yes, when we are asleep at night. But some people, they have the habit of dreaming even during the day and also with their eyes open. Today, I, Kahaniwali Nani, am going to tell you an interesting story about a daydreamer. The story is based on a Panchatantra tale, and the story is The Daydreamer Somadatta. Listen, children. Once upon a time, a poor Brahmin named Somadatta lived in the village of Sonpur. This Somdatta lived all alone. He was very lazy and didn't do any work. Then how would he manage his food? He lived in a small hut and would go about every day in the village begging for alms. The villagers were kind enough and respected Brahmins, so they would always give him alms. Although Somdatta was poor, he lived in a small hut, but he would always dream that he was rich and lived in a big house like a king with all the luxuries in his life. One day, a kind old lady in the village gave Somdatta a pot full of curds. Somdatta thanked her and began walking happily towards home. He had taken only a few steps when he said to himself, "Today I got a big pot full of curds. But what will I do with so much curd? I cannot eat whole of it. Oh, what shall I do with it? I can use this remaining curd for something else." And then Somadatta began imagining things as his nature was. He was always daydreaming, and he began daydreaming today. Yes, I will go home and have some curds. But such a big pot? Then I will go to the market and sell the remaining curd. I will get some money, and what will I do with it? Yes, he was thinking and said, I will buy milk with it and make curds out of it. And again sell the curd the next day. This way I will buy more milk and sell more curds and earn money. And then he said, but this won't make me rich. And he decided that when he would collect enough money, he would buy a good pair of goats. And then the goats will give birth to kids, and in a few months, Somdatta would have a herd of goats. All everywhere he could hear what? Meh, meh. And then one day he would sell all the goats and buy some cows and buffaloes. Now he would have his own milk. He will not have to buy milk. Instead, he used to say, now I will sell the milk, curds, and even ghee. And in a few months, I will have enough money to buy a big house. Soon I will become the owner of a big dairy farm. This dairy farm will yield me so much money that I will own some sweet shops and jewelry shops. Somdatta was imagining and imagining, and he said, now after this I will become rich. I will be the richest person in the village. Everyone will respect me. I will no longer go begging for alms. I will have a fleet of servants attending on me. And children, was there a big house? No, but it was only a dream. Now, he said, I am rich, and when I become so rich, rich people from the nearby villages will come to me. They would want me to marry their daughters. And then I would select a beautiful girl of a rich person to be my wife. Now I will keep managers and servants to look after my business. I will rest. In due time of my marriage, I will become a father of many children. All the while, Somadatta was walking and imagining things. He was holding what? The pot of curds. He was so engrossed in his dream that he forgot about all the things around him, about even the pot of curds. He imagined himself lying on a bed in his lavish room. And the children, they were busy playing, making a lot of noise. And then he would call his wife to take the children out of the room to make them quiet, as they were disturbing his sleep. But she would be so busy in the household chores, she wouldn't come. Now Somdatta would get angry and he would go and scold his wife. He would say, "Why didn't you listen when I was calling you? The children are disturbing me in my sleep. Why can't you manage them?" And he became very angry. His wife did not answer, but he tried to hit his wife, and in doing so, he raised his hand. And what happened? Did he hit his wife? No, instead, as he raised his hand, the pot of curds fell down and broke, and the curd was split all over. When Somdatta tried to beat her, he heard a loud noise as if something broke. And hearing the noise, Somdatta was startled. He came out of his dream, he looked around. He was surprised. There was no house, no children, no wife, and no servants. He was walking on the road, and on the road was a broken pot with the curds spilled on the road. Seeing the curd on the ground, he realized he was dreaming and imagining things and in raising castles in the air. And he became very sad. Why? Because in doing so, he lost the pot of curds. So, children, do not daydream like Somdatta and build castles in the air. Instead, if you want to fulfill your wishes, your dreams, then you should fulfill them by working on them and not build castles like Somadatta. So, children, how did you like this story, The Daydreamer Somadatta? And to hear more such interesting stories, subscribe to my YouTube channel www.youtube.com/Kahaniwali Nani. Yes, do not forget to press the bell icon so that you never miss a new story from me. If you like the story, press the like button and send your comments too. You can also share the story with your friends by clicking on the share icon. And we'll meet you again next week with a new story. Till then, goodbye. Take care.